everyone. I hope you're doing great. I am here with another video. In this video, we are still working on assignment 4 for the 7th graders because you 7th graders have been doing a wonderful job emailing and commenting about certain questions, which I appreciate very much. If any 8th graders happen to be watching this video, you can comment on 8th grade videos and assignments too if you are having any trouble, and I'm happy to make as many videos as you need. Remember, we're all stuck inside. We've got nothing better to do than do some math. Okay, so in the last video, I did go kind of quickly through 1 through 4. And I'm not quite sure I did a great job of explaining. But I'm going to go over 5 and 6 right now. You know what, maybe 5, 6, and 7. And then hopefully this will be a little bit more helpful. And I'll keep making videos on this assignment because I do think it's a little bit more challenging, and I really want you guys to understand it. So, I am on the worksheet titled Additional Practice, and this is the assignment for assignment. The assignment is due at 4 p.m. on Friday. I would really appreciate it if you could at least try it and send me a picture by 4 p.m. on Friday, but I do understand that this is a complicated time, and if you can only try 1 or 2 or 3 problems, please just send me a picture of those 1, 2, or 3 problems. I just want to see what you're trying so I can really try and tailor my instruction towards what you guys need. Because I really want you guys to be learning and growing, and I can't see if you're learning or growing if you don't show me what you've been doing. Okay, so we are looking at questions 5, 6, 7, and 8. The title is Scale a Rectangle. I'm going to write it right here. Scale a rectangle that has width 18 inches, okay, and length 30 inches by each scale factor. Okay. Determine the dimensions of the scaled rectangle. Okay. Great. Okay. So, scale a rectangle that has a width 18 inches and a length 30 inches by each scale factor. Determine the dimensions of the scaled rectangle. Well, first, I just want to draw this rectangle they're describing. And remember, length is the left to right, horizontal, and width is the vertical. So my length is 30 inches, that's how it looks, and my width is 18 inches. Width is vertical, up and down is width. Length is left and right. So is vertical, horizontal. This just might be helpful when you're drawing your rectangle. And drawing out these rectangles, especially for geometry, is super helpful. I know some of you guys like to do it in your head, and I get that. I was one of those kids in 7th grade as well. But I highly recommend this. But again, it's ultimately up to you. So the width is 18 inches and the length is 30 inches. Perfect. So now for 5, 6, 7, and 8, I need to multiply the length and the width by the scale factor of each 5, 6, 7, and 8 to find the new triangle. So for 5, this is my, why did I say triangle? I meant rectangle. Sorry. So this is my original rectangle, 18 inches by 30 inches. So my scale factor is 2 for the first one. So that means all I do is I multiply my width by 2, multiply width by 2, width by 2, and multiply length by 2. So to create my new rectangle with the scale factor of 2, 2 times 18 is 36 inches. So then this is 36 inches. And then 2 times 30 is 60 inches. So this is my new rectangle with the scale factor of 2. Awesome. Okay. I'm writing really large, so gotta get a separate next piece of paper. Okay. Okay, so now we are on to number 6. Again, I'm going to draw my original rectangle. It's 18 inches by 30 inches. And for 6, my scale factor is 2/3, which means in this case, I multiply the width by 2/3, and I multiply the length by 2/3. I think a couple of you guys saw fractions and you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. But remember, when we're multiplying fractions, we multiply numerator and we multiply denominator. So for the width, it's going to be 18, and we can turn 18 into a fraction, 18 over 1 times 2/3. And when we're multiplying fractions, we multiply numerators, and then we multiply denominators. We do not need common denominators when we are multiplying fractions. So 18 times 2 is 36, and it's 36 over 3. I can simplify that. 3 goes into 36 12 times. So my new width is 12 inches. And so let's find my length. I do the exact same thing. I multiply my length times my scale factor of 2/3. 30, I'm going to change 30 into a fraction. I can change 30 into a fraction by making it 30 over 1. 30 over 1 times 2/3 equals my new length. Well, 30 times 2 is 60. 1 times 3 is 3. Again, we multiply numerators and we multiply denominators. We do not need common denominators when we're multiplying fractions. Let's simplify 60 over 3. 3 goes into 60 20 times. So then my new length is 20 inches. I hope this was helpful. We're going to do 7, and I think you can do 8 by yourself. I think if you're working on number 8 right now, use question 6 that I just did as a helpful guide. And then let's do number 7. Let's draw our original rectangle again. It's 18 inches width by 30 inches length. And in this case, my scale factor is 25%. Well, I don't want to work with percents. I want to work with whole numbers or decimals. So how do I get rid of a percent and change it back into a decimal? I move my decimal 2 places to the left. 1, 2. So my scale factor in a decimal, in a number, not in a percent, but in an actual number, is 25/100 or 0.25. And so then I multiply, so this is my 0.25 is my scale factor. And then so I multiply the width by 0.25, and I multiply the length by 0.25. And again, I know I should be using base 10 language, 25/100. So let's do that. So my width, remember, is 18 inches, and my length is 30 inches. So for width, it is 18 times 0.25 equals new width in inches, and then my length is 30 times 0.25. And I'm going to use a calculator in this case because I guess I'm kind of lazy now that I'm at home. So in my calculator, I'm going to put in 18, that was my dog if you heard that. I don't know if you did, it was really cute. 18 times 0.25 or 25/100. I know I'm being so bad right now. And I get 4.5 inches. And then, so then my new width of my rectangle, and that was a really badly drawn rectangle, 45 inches. And then my new length is 30 times 25/100 or 0.25. 30 times 0.25 equals 7.5 inches. And so this is my new scale factored rectangle when the scale factor was 0.25 or 25/100. Okay, gotta leave it there. Please comment below or on Google Classroom, or email me or Google chat me with any comments, questions, or concerns about these problems, but my dog needs to go outside. So see you later.